touch the heart. Wow. So, hopefully we're going to have some laughs. I want to welcome all of you, ladies and gentlemen, and Don.
Well, thank you.
Once again, as in our previous performance, we kindly ask that you not throw any sharp objects, especially at me. And now I'd like to share some observations with you before we do the actual performance. First of all, I alert you that strobe lights will not be used during this performance. And I again reiterate to you, as I did in our original comedy show, which was what, almost a year ago, Chris? Yeah. You'll be pleased to know, especially you, where's Norman? Norman and the rest of you will be pleased to know that if you object to the word testicles, as the word testicles was used in the last comedy show, the word testicles will not be used this time for any purpose. So, no, really, you need not fret that the word testicles will not be spoken. No testicles. This will be a testicle-free performance. Okay.
Say that again.
Let's get the credits for the show out of the way. This show is scripted by Jerry Foreman and Kristy Swanson. Research for the show was accomplished by Jerry Foreman and Kristy Swanson. It was produced by anybody?
Jerry and Kristy.
Very good. Jerry Foreman and Kristy Swanson. These people are paying attention. And the production company behind all this is our production company called Humble Productions. This show not only features Jerry Foreman and Kristy Swanson, but there will be a surprise guest joining us for a wonderful song. Now, with regards to applause, it isn't that I don't like applause, but I would like to tell you that I think applause is kind of passé. What I really like is if you come up here and give me a little pat on the fanny, but no, that's probably not practical. So, if you see something or hear something in this performance that gives you some happiness, can you give me a bada boom? You go, oh, let's practice it. Bada boom.
Bada boom.
On the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Bada boom.
Wonderful. That's what I really would like to hear. Or if you really feel you should come up there. Okay. Pat me, it's okay. All right, now we can start the show. To begin with, I'd like to share a slice of my life. And you know, scientifically, there's many different forms of comedy. There's storytelling. There was a guy that used to be on the Ed Sullivan show called Myron Cohn. Anybody remember him? Yeah.
Yes.
He told stories. And then there's people that did sketches or skits, if you will, like Sid Caesar. And then there's movies and plays and all different types of comedy. So this is really just a story, and it's a true story. When I was a boy, there was nothing that I enjoyed more than going down to the Foster Avenue Beach in Chicago. Lake Michigan is a beautiful shoreline. Those of you that have been to Chicago know what I'm talking about. Beautiful white sand. And there was a gentleman, an old fella, and he would walk along the beach, and he was very heavy, very heavy. He was old. Of course, we were young. We were teenagers. And he had a hairy back. And his belly hung over his Speedo. And it was quite a sight to see. And he didn't care. That was the beauty of this whole thing, was that he didn't care. His feet were touching the cool, clear, shallow water of the lake, and his toes were being tickled by the cool water, and he was happy. Now, at times though, some of his anatomical parts would squeeze their way out the side of the Speedo. Now, you're going to have to use your imagination as to what that may be, because, you know, I told you we're not going to go there. This is free of that type of language. It was a sight to see, and we just relaxed. I mean, we relaxed. We laughed relentlessly. Now, here I am. I'm that guy. I'm old. I'm fat. And I could see myself walking down the beach in that Speedo.
Please no.
Yeah. Please don't.
Keeps threatening names for you.
I would be carefree. I wouldn't care about what you thought. How do you like them apples? Okay? The warm sun would be caressing my body, and the cool water would be testicling my toes.
No.
I mean, tickling. I'm sorry, it was an accident. It was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. So it's a joy now to be old. And if you can't imagine being a Speedo, please know that at the end of the performance, I'm wearing one right now. I will strip down in the lobby so that you can permanently have that engraved in your mind. And Don Joy is going to join me.
No, Don Joy's not going to.
Don said he would do that.
He's got a Speedo for you.
Another thing that I'd like to share with you is addressing my weight problem and how I've learned to live with it. I have sincerely tried every diet known to mankind. Anybody else here been on a diet? If you've had the experience that I've had, you lose weight. It works. But then you put it back plus probably about 10% more. So I just decided to be who I am. I did a lot of research, and I found a way to profit from being big, from being a large person. That's a nice way, by the way, of saying fat. I've consulted with the WWE. If those initials don't mean much to you, that's the World Wrestling Enterprise. They're on TV all the time. And they're going to partner with me in forming a seniors sumo wrestling group. Now, the men have to weigh a minimum of 330 pounds. They have to be 75 years of age or older. And with the food here at the conservatory, I believe we can hit that weight. Our women's division, for those of you that have interest, will clock in at only 250 pounds. The women will wear bathing suits, and the men, and I really look forward to this. We will be wearing those little belts around our ample waists, you know, the ones that have the thing that go right up your rear end there. And right inside your butt crack. You've seen it, sumo wrestling. Don says he can hardly wait, so. Okay. Now is the official opening of the show, and here's something that needs to be discussed. The tempo and type of humor that we're going to do here is going to be, to a great extent, determined by you. For example, there's a gentleman here named Jim. I don't know his last name because he's one of the guys that never wears his name tag, but he's married to Mary Ann, so I know both of their names. So he told a joke during the first show. He's not here now. And his joke went like this. Why is there no poker in the zoo? Anybody? There's too many cheetahs.
Bada boom. Bada boom.
No. If that's what you're looking for, you're in the wrong show. I want to go to how we determine whether we should live in a facility like this or not. And when you were looking, however long ago it was, you might have been on the internet and you noticed that a lot of the facilities like this, on their website, they have a thing that you divide. You know, if I live in my house, here's what I pay for my mortgage. If I come over here, here's what I pay for my rent. How much do I pay for gas? I don't have to pay for gas here. Here I pay for the telephone. I don't pay for the telephone here. Cable TV, I pay it here. Over here at this place, it's free, and so on and so forth. I think it's an insult to our intelligence. We can all kind of figure out if we can afford to live here. So, Kristy and I have come up with a test, if you will, or something that people like us can use to determine if this is the right lifestyle. Number one, do you have enough money to pay for living in a facility? That's pretty obvious. Number two, do you often misplace your keys? Yeah. If you do, this is the right place for you. Question number two, do you ever walk out the door and forget where the heck you were going?
Yes.
Yes. So if you're in the right place, yes indeed, no question about it. Have you ever, and I've done this one myself, said, has anybody seen a pair of glasses laying around? And had the person next to you say, you mean the ones you're wearing? Yeah. You live in the right place. And this one I'm going to lay on Kristy. She was actually talking to her daughter. And she said, hang on a minute, honey, I can't find my phone.
Right.
I'm on the phone, talking to her daughter. I can't find my phone.
My daughter said.
Mom, you're talking to me on that phone right now. Anyway, that's definitely the place for you. Quick announcement. Come on in. Quick announcement of interest to everybody here who's a resident. See Suzanne in the lobby after the show for a 5% reduction on next year's rent. That's worth about a $1. Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Okay. When you're talking about a joke, see, I want this to be a learning experience. This isn't just about coming here and hearing some comedy. So let's dissect what a joke is. A joke has a premise, a build-up, and a punchline. It's kind of like Aristotelian logic. Anybody, how many people here are familiar with Aristotelian logic? No? Come on, you are. You have to have a truthful premise in order to have the thing come out right at the end, okay? Tall, heavy people are intelligent. Jerry is tall and heavy. Therefore, Jerry is intelligent. That's Aristotelian logic.
Wow.
A premise, a build-up, and a punchline. So in a joke, and by the way, does anybody know how the word punch line came about? I'm going to tell you something that most comedians don't know. Punch and yes, who said that? Congratulate Punch and Judy, the old Punch and Judy show in England. Punch always had the line that made the people laugh. So, okay, it's funny time now. So, as you know, I joke around with many of you, so you may have heard some of these jokes. They're still funny. You can laugh again. It's okay. The other day, and some of these are true stories, by the way, like this one. The other day, I noticed an elderly lady sitting at the bus stop, and she was crying her eyes out. And I stopped, of course, and I said, "Is there anything wrong? Is there anything I can do for you?" And she said, "I have a 22-year-old husband at home. He makes love to me every morning, and then he gets up and makes me pancakes, sausage, fresh fruit, and freshly ground coffee." I said, "Well, then why are you crying?" And she said, "Well, he makes me homemade soup for lunch and my favorite brownies, and then he makes love to me all afternoon." And I said, "Well, why indeed are you crying?" And she said, "And for dinner, he makes me a gourmet meal with wine, my favorite dessert, and then he makes love to me until 2 in the morning." I said, "For God's sake, why are you crying?" She said, "I can't remember the address of where I live at the conservatory in North Austin." Bada boom.
Boo.
Tomatoes.
On these jokes.
It's okay, he didn't throw anything at me. An elderly man here went to a Catholic church, and he said to the priest, he said, "Father, I'm 85 years old. I'm married. I have 4 kids, 11 grandchildren, and last night I had an affair. I made love to 2 21-year-old girls, both of them twice." The priest said, "Well, my son, when was the last time you were in confession?" And the old man replied, "Never, Father, I'm Jewish." The priest says, "So why are you telling me?" He says, "Are you kidding? I'm telling everybody."
Bada boom.
I'm telling everybody.
All right.
Good
A
name.
friend of mine. Whoops.
Oh, did you press your button?
No, it's okay.
Just yell.
Yeah.
Actually, they can
No.
probably hear you better.
A friend of mine who's a very well-known businessman, this was back in Chicago where I'm from, was hit by a car, and he was lying in the street, and the young man who was the driver of the car who hit him, he was mortified, of course. He jumped out of his vehicle, and he ran over to comfort the injured man, and the young man took off his jacket and he rolled it up, and he gently placed it beneath the injured man's head, the elderly man. And he said, "Are you comfortable, sir?" And the man said, "Well, I make a nice living."
Bada boom.
Critical.
And kind of Jewish, you know.
Get your insurance. With benefits.
Yeah, I'm going to leave this part out. But, for those of you that came to our discussion group yesterday, I think everybody enjoyed it. So look forward again next month. That's a commercial announcement. we're gonna do something now that's gonna make you happy, because remember I said earlier, there's two things. I don't know if I did say this, I should have. There's two things that have no side effects, that when you do them, your pain dissipates. It goes away almost completely. Singing, and laughing. And so we have a guest star that's going to join us and render a beautiful song for us. Yeah.
Wow.
Lauren Panther.
Yay!
I keep forgetting. Lauren, what is the title? What is the title?
Lauren.
Huh? Yeah.
Director of Celebrations.
Celebrations, I keep forgetting.
All right, so Jerry asked me if I could sing a song, and the only parameters he gave me was sing something happy. So I thought,
The Volga Boat Song.
oh, not that one, this one. I thought of Lollipop by the Chordettes, and I would love for you to sing along. I chose this song because one, it is happy, and two, because a nickname my family has for me is Lollipop, because my name is Lauren. So.
Don, you can do this one when we do karaoke.
There you go. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop. Call me baby lollipop, tell you why. His kiss is sweeter than an apple pie. And when he does a shaky rockin' dance, man, I haven't got a chance. I call him lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop. Sweeter than candy on a stick, huckleberry, cherry, or lime. If you had a choice, he'd be your pick, but lollipop is mine. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop. Crazy way he thrills me, tell you why. Just like the lightning from the sky. He loves to kiss me till I can't see straight. Gee, my lollipop is great. I call him lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, 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 lollipop, a lollipop.
Yeah, we could give a bada boom for that, that's for sure.
Way to go.
Wow.
Thank you.
Is she great or what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. The last time, well, the first time we did a comedy show here, which was what, almost a year ago, Chris?
Yeah.
A lady came up to me and said, yeah, you know, your comedy show was okay, but can we see more of your wife? And I went, thank you very much. And so now, reprising her role as Gracie, as George Burns and Gracie Allen, is Kristy Swanson. And of course, I'll be George. You ready, Gracie?
I'm ready, Georgie.
Okay. You know, Gracie, I was outside today, and I saw a big banner saying, vote for Gracie.
Yeah, I know.
It's on TV. It's in the newspapers, too. Send Gracie to Washington. What does this mean?
I can't turn the page.
Gracie, turn the page.
Well, George, I'll let you in on a secret. I'm running for president.
You're running for president? Are you kidding me? Get out of here. You're running for president?
Yes, Georgie.
Oh, wait a minute, Gracie. How long has this been going on?
Well, over 200 years. George Washington started it.
Gracie, why are you running for president?
Well, because that's the only way you can get into the White House. You can't just walk in and sit down.
Gracie, this idea is preposterous.
Not only that, but it pays good money.
Look, you don't stand a chance. Presidents are born.
What do you think? I was hatched?
Oh, Gracie, one of a kind.
Well, wait until you see the picture I have taken.
I'm not interested in any picture, Gracie, and we're here to do a radio broadcast.
Well, you know, the Democrats have a donkey, and the Republicans have an elephant.
Really? And what have you got? A squirrel?
Oh, I wish I could have thought of that. But I posed with a kangaroo.
A kangaroo?
Well, it makes a wonderful campaign picture.
Oh, I'll bet.
It's the mama kangaroo and the little baby kangaroo peeking his head out of the pouch and...
Wait a minute, a baby kangaroo sticking his head out of the pouch?
Yeah, it's going to be my campaign slogan.
What slogan?
It's in the bag.
Oh! Gracie, I gotta tell you,
Good one,
you
Chris.
haven't got a Chinaman's chance.
Well, I don't know about that. Confucius say, lady who has eye on presidential chair pretty soon gets seat on it.
Well, good night, Gracie.
Oh, good night to you, Georgie, and all those voters out there.
Hey, Kristy, Kristy Allen. I'd like to share with you a story about how politics works in my hometown. You know, I'm from Chicago, and we've all heard about Chicago. You get a traffic ticket, you settle it right there on the street. You don't go to court. So, 3 contractors are looking to bid a broken fence at the White House. Now, one of them is from my town, Chicago. Another one is from Austin, Texas. And the third one is from Minnesota, Minneapolis. Now, all 3 of them go to the White House to examine the fence. The Minnesota contractor takes out a tape measure and does some measuring, and then he works out some figures with a pencil. He says, look, I figure I can do this job for about $900. $400 for the materials, $400 for my crew, $100 profit for me. The Austin, Texas contractor also does some measuring and figuring, and he says, I can do this job for less. I can do it for $700. $300 for materials, $300 for my crew, and $100 profit for me. The guy from Chicago doesn't measure anything, he doesn't do any figuring, but he leans over to the White House official and he whispers, $2,700, $2,700. The official is incredulous. He says, you didn't measure like the other guys. How did you come up with such a high figure? The Chicago contractor whispers, 1,000 for me, 1,000 for you, and we get the guy from Austin to do the job. Done, says the White House official. And that, my friends, is how stimulus programs work. You know, this one here, I have to translate the word for you. It's called nachas. Hard word to do. It's a very guttural sound. It's a Yiddish word. N-A-C-H-A-S. Nachas. It means good fortune. Now that you know what it means, I can tell you the story. 2 ladies meet on the street. They haven't seen each other in a long time. And Rose says to Sarah, how's you? How's by you? They go through the small talk, and then Rose says to Sarah, I don't mean to mix into your family life or your personal business, but wasn't your daughter, Amy, married and then got divorced recently? And the woman says, yes. She says, that's true. She said, she was married to a dentist? Yes, she was married to a dentist. She said, look, again, I don't want to mix in or get into your personal life, but just out of curiosity, wasn't this the same Emmy that before that she was married to a lawyer? Yes, the same one. Well, wasn't it before that she was married to a CPA? Yes, the same one. I was getting aggravated now. She said, again, I don't want to mix in, but before that, wasn't the first husband a doctor? And she says, yes, a doctor. And the first lady was asking the question, says, seks nachgessen from only one daughter.
That's tough.
Bada boom.
I said, a woman here, this is true, approached me and said my humor was offensive. A woman here said my humor was offensive, and I don't appreciate that. She said, if you were my husband, I would poison your coffee. And I told her, if you were my wife, I'd drink it.
That didn't happen.
Oh yeah, that's a true story, isn't
That's
it?
not a
No? Okay, you never. Thank you, Rachel.
Winston Churchill.
An elderly Jewish woman leaving a garment district factory. She was working there sewing raincoats, and she did that for a living. And she was on her way home, and a man jumped out from the alley, and he did this. He had nothing on, okay, like that. And she said, "Ooh, you call that a lining?" Now, this one is my version, and Kristy said this one takes you up to the line, so I'm going to take it all over again. Woman comes out, she does raincoats, she sells them for a living, she's on her way home, guy jumps out from the alley, goes like this. She goes, ooh, looks like a penis, only smaller. That's the worst it gets.
I can't control it.
The doctor said to an old man, this was a guy here, by the way, and I'm not kidding. He said, I need to check your blood, your urine, and your stool. And the old guy, who was virtually deaf, he turned to his wife, what did he say? The wife says, the doctor said he wants to see your underwear.
I want to see your underwear.
Bada boom.
The guy who lives here, and again, this is true, the guy who, no, Chrissy, stop.
There's a lot of guys that live here.
I know. And boy, are they a
And
mess.
they tell him a lot of personal
Yes,
things.
yeah.
One day, a fellow who will go unmentioned, who lives here, he came home and he was treated by his wife in a stunning, sexy lingerie. And she said, tie me up. She purred like a kitten. And you can do anything you want. So he tied her up and went golfing.
Bada boom.
Bada boom,
Oh,
he tied her.
that's bad.
Okay, going back in time, how many people remember W.C. Fields? He's a little bit before our time, even, but he was a funny guy. He was an absolutely funny guy. And one of his best lines was when he was in a restaurant and the waiter said, would you like a glass of water? And he said, oh no, fish pee in it. Okay.
Bada boom.
What did you say?
Okay, Rachel, we're gonna do it over again. He went to a restaurant, W.C. Fields, and the waiter said, would you like a glass of water?
Right.
And he said, oh no, fish pee in it.
Fish, oh.
Fish pee in
Would you
it.
like a glass of
Okay.
He was an alcoholic, he only drank whiskey. There you go.
Yeah.
Ah, you guys. How do you keep a bagel from getting away?
Marry it.
You put locks on it.
Now we know.
Bada boom.
Put locks on it.
That's a Wednesday joke.
Yeah. One of the men who lives here, one night he wanted to go into the kitchen and get a snack, and of course, being courteous to his wife, he said, no, what did you drink? He said to his wife, he said, listen, honey, I'm going into the kitchen to get myself a snack. Would you like anything, darling? And she said, yes, I would. She said, I'd like some vanilla ice cream. And he said, okay. And she said, honey, write it down. You'll forget. No, I'll remember. And she said, I'd like you to put some strawberry syrup on it. He said, okay. He said, no, write it down, honey. And he said, I'll remember. And she said, and I'd like a little whipped cream on top. She said, write it down. And he said, I'll remember. 20 minutes later, he came out and he handed her a plate of scrambled eggs. And she said, where's my toast?
That's your joke of the night.
It happens all the time.
It happens all the time. I told my physical therapist that I broke my arm in 2 places. She said, stop going to those places.
Bathroom.
How do you keep a bagel from, never mind.
You already said that one.
Hey, I have a thought. Kristy, what if Gracie and George lived here at this place, the Conservatory of North Austin, a place for independent senior living? What do you think it would be like?
Well, I'll do Gracie.
Okay, and I'll do George.
George, I was talking with my brother the other night.
You want your mic on?
Oh, I do.
Gracie?
Where's your toast?
And I forgot my toast here. George, I was talking with my brother the other day, and he said he was done with smartphones. He was really mad, and the phone company was charging him extra because he's old.
Whoa, Gracie. Your brother was angry because the phone company was charging him an extra fee because he's old? It's not legal. They can't do that.
One day I'll be able to turn the page.
Turn the page, Gracie.
Good grief.
Lick your finger. I'll lick your finger for you.
Well, he showed me this phone bill, and sure enough, it says overage fee right there.
Let me see that. Gracie, it says overage fee.
Oh, never mind. My brother also thinks his smartphone needs eyeglasses.
Gracie, why would a smartphone need eyeglasses?
My brother said his iPhone lost all his contacts. And Georgie, I don't think smartphones are working very well.
Oh, come on, Gracie. What makes you think that smartphones aren't working well?
Well, George, the smartphones don't seem to be making us any smarter. All of us here at the conservatory still have to have our grandkids show us how to use them.
That's the truth.
Oh, here's one I just was so surprised about.
Really?
A scammer called me yesterday, and he said he had all my passwords. So I got out a pen and paper, and I said to him, thank goodness, what are they?
Oh! God broke the mold when he made you, Gracie. I gotta tell you. A man who lives here, and again, I'm not going to disclose any names. He asked me if when I go to pee at night, if there's a light that goes on when you open, the bathroom door. And here at the conservatory, I said, no, there's no light that goes on when you open the bathroom door. And then he said, can you give me a lift to Home Depot? And I said, why? He said, I need to buy a new refrigerator.
That's bad.
He had that problem.
That's
3 of the elderly guys here are walking around outside, taking a walk out there, nice Tandem Boulevard. And guy number 1's a hot day. He says, it's windy today. Guy number 2 says, no, it's Thursday. Guy number 3 says, I'm thirsty too. Let's get a beer. That sounds like us, doesn't it?
Who's on first?
Oh, you might have heard about this before because I talked about this one quite a bit when I'm with people, at breakfast or lunch or whatever. It was embarrassing for me, and I didn't seem to bother the lady as much as it bothered me. There were 2 ladies having breakfast, and I decided to join them. And lady number 1 noticed that lady number 2 had a suppository in her left ear. And she gently told her that, and I saw it, and I said, yeah, you do, you have a suppository there. And lady number 2 then removed it from her left ear, and she stared at it, and then she exclaimed, oy vey, now I know where my hearing aid is.
I told you I can't control him. There were worse ones. We had to compromise.
Come on, John, you drove over here, enjoy yourself. These are my friends John and Regina, who live at another facility. I can't get them to come over here, but they're great people. In the old days, you probably all know this, a password, before you had computers, and we lived in that era, a password was something you needed, you know, if you were in the military, right, you were gonna have a password to gain entry into whatever, or back in the days of prohibition, you knocked on a door, and if you knew the password, they would let you in, and so on. But today, passwords relate to the internet, to the computer. And if you've ever had to change your password online, and I'll bet every one of you has, and you've ever had any difficulty, you're going to understand this. Now, for this little skit, Kristy is playing the part of Windows.
No.
Please enter your new password.
Okay, cabbage, C-A-B-B-A-G-E, cabbage.
Sorry, the password must be more than 8 characters.
No, okay. B-O-I-L-E-D, boiled cabbage.
Sorry, the password must contain one numerical number.
Okay, 1, boiled cabbage.
Sorry, the password cannot have blank spaces.
50 bloody boiled cabbages. The bloody boiled cabbages.
Sorry, the password must contain at least one uppercase character.
50 bloody boiled cabbages. Exclamation point.
Sorry, the password cannot use more than one uppercase character consecutively.
50 bloody boiled cabbages. You stupid idiot. Give me access now. Exclamation point.
Sorry, the password cannot contain punctuation.
I will hunt you down. 50 bloody boiled cabbages. You stupid idiot. Give me access now.
Sorry, that password is already in use.
Kristy Swanson is Windows. Windows.
That's gonna be it.
Beautiful.
Singing is joyful. It's really the most wonderful thing, and one of my favorite things here is the choir. I just feel happy. You know, it's impossible not to feel happy, and my knees don't hurt as much, and I'm not aggravated. It just feels good. So,
Because we only sit.
yeah. And so what we're gonna do here, and I left out one thing in this thing, but, you know, this is our cabaret. Yeah. You want me to use the mic? Yeah. Okay. This is our cabaret, and I don't know, I skipped over as usually earlier in the show. But, you know, in 1930s Germany, people saw what was coming. They didn't quite understand it. It was a very sad time, and it got worse and worse, as we all know, leading to the Holocaust, Nazism. But they went to a cabaret before it all broke loose, because they wanted to have an evening of fun. And so I want to say that this is our cabaret, this theater, and I welcome you to this cabaret. Lauren, can I do that one?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know where it was in the show, but I'm going to do
It's
it
at the
now
beginning.
for you. And,
Sorry for the weird recording.
yeah, this is a song from a show called Cabaret. And it's one of my favorite musicals because it has humor and it has a serious side to it. And I'd love for you to join me.
Whoa.
To the cabaret. What good is sitting alone in your room? So come to the cabaret. The fountain knitting in the room. It's time for a holiday. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Come to the wine. Come to the band. Come to your home-side celebrating. Right this way, your table's waiting. What good's permitting some prophet of doom to wipe every smile away? Like a cabaret. So come to the cabaret. I used to have this girlfriend named Chelsea. With whom I shared 4 assorted rooms in Chelsea. She wasn't what you'd call a blushing flower. As a matter of fact, she rented by the hour. The day she died, the neighbors seemed to stand. Well, that's what comes from too much pills and liquor. But when I saw her laid out like a queen, she was the happiest corpse I've ever seen. I think about it to this very day. I remember how she turned to me and said, "What good is sitting alone in your room? Come let the music play." And as for me, I'm in my mind back in Chelsea. When I go, I'm gone like Chelsea. Stop admitting from cradle to tomb. You guys, what a boom! Wow! What a group! If you can do this, you can come to karaoke, right? And you can do it with us. Yes, sure, indeed. It's joyful. That's the most wonderful thing. And the last thing we're going to do here is we're going to sing. I want every single one of you to sing because I'm going to be monitoring this. We're going to sing Zippity Doo Dah. Everybody's going to join because when you sing Zippity Doo Dah, what happens?
You can't do no.
You can't do that. And then I'm going to offer a prayer. I'm serious. I am darn serious. I'm going to offer a prayer at the
Okay.
end of this show. I want to hear some belting it out because this is.
You want to press the space bar? Oh, never mind. Here it comes. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfactual. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. Yes, sir. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a
the truth, it's actual.
Huh? Where is that bluebird? Everything is satisfaction. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day.
Big hand for you guys. Wow. All right. I want to offer a prayer as part of my closing. God, grant me the serenity to forget the people I never liked. Anyway, to run into the ones that I do like and the good eyesight to know the difference.
Amen.
Thank you for attending the Jerry and Kristy comedy show #2, and maybe someday we'll be able to do another one. I want to hear it for Don. Don, you'll be joining us for the modeling of the Speedo. There is no.
Is there a contest?
There is no. You're welcome to join us.
I don't want
There is absolutely. I keep forgetting what she used to be activities director. What is it again?
It's the same thing. Celebrations director.
Celebrations. There is nobody. We've lived in 4 different places. There's nothing like this. Laura Pankra.
Amen.
We all know it.
Hey, Ray.
Suzanne is out in the lobby with the certificates for the 50% off next month's spring. Thank you for coming. We love you.
Amen.
Oh, I'm going to make one quick announcement that has nothing to do with the comedy show. Some of you are aware